What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray, Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Having said that, okay, let me bring my lovely co-host on here. What's up, girl?
Hey!
We are talking tonight about getting financially fit, making sure we're strong with the money. Yes. Strong with the money. We got to do barbell curls with this loot, y'all. We got to make sure that we are ready to do some things in 2022. It's time. We did this a long time ago anyway, right? Okay. Got a few people that are going to be here and talk about, as well as us, talking about how we can get financially fit, all right? Everybody say what's up to Mo B.
What's happening, y'all?
Hey, Maurice.
Chilling. Everybody say what's up to Marcella, no choir.
Hey, Marcy.
Hey, everyone. How are you? Okay, we're here to go through a fitness workout, huh?
We're going to go through a fitness workout, and we are even going to bring on right now somebody who has been on here before and going to talk about it, all right? Let's say hello to my cuz. This is Jared Bailey.
Hey,
how you doing?
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Good to see y'all again.
Good.
He got a minute to be on here. And we got Roland chilling in the background.
Hey, nephew. That's my nephew, y'all.
What's up, nephew?
Hi, nephew.
So look, I'm one of those. Look, we were after the show yesterday. We got to talking, and all of a sudden we started talking about financial freedom and financial fitness, how we can get better. And I said, well, hold up. Let's just talk about it tomorrow with some people who know, because we may have money. Because like me, I get money and I spend it. I'm not saving nothing like that, okay? But, I got to learn. Just because I got it, I got to know what to do with it to make it healthy. So decided we was going to talk about it today. Thank you, Roland, for coming through. Jared, I know you got a short amount of time, okay, with us today. So, I'll let you say a lot in a short amount of time. All right, you've been on before.
Yeah.
And you talked about your platform. But, explain one more time, man, in as much, I say, depth as you can about financial fitness.
All right. Well, welcome again, everybody. I appreciate y'all for having me on. I wouldn't call myself a financial guru. I just am good with money. That's how I would just say I've been blessed to be able to know how to, put my money in the right spots to be able to benefit me.
That runs in the family.
So, yeah. So one thing I would say is, again, like you say, what Greg just mentioned, he said when he get money, he spend it. And I'm actually the opposite. When I get money, I figure out how can I make it make me money. Everybody probably have, maybe some checkings or savings, but a lot of time when people get money, Amazon is a big thing. If people just get on Amazon and just spend their money versus saying, you know what, maybe take some of that money and let me do what the banks are doing. We know the banks are making money off of our money. So why don't I invest some of my money and make money like the banks? And I was able to be blessed to be able to put in a position where I was able to be like my own bank as well. Found platforms out here, got in the right circles, and been able to do some investments that's actually just worked out well. So I just tell people, a lot of people, maybe some stocks if you want to get into stocks, but maybe do your due diligence, research the stocks or something like that. Start off with a few, put a little bit in it, you know. However, I'm not really big into the stocks. I do more of a trading because we know that the markets are going up and down. We know how
volatile.
Yeah, very volatile. You know, situation with Ukraine and Russia right now. You know, we're in a really touchy situation. Pray for those people out there, you know. But you know, instead of actually doing investments where I'm just investing in stocks, I chose another platform where I do investments that deals more when trading. You know, so I'm making money kind of whether the markets are going up or whether the market's going down. I'm still able to get returns on my money from that. So yeah. So like I say, I just tell people, you know, figure out how to move your money, not just leave it in the banks. You know, money is called currency for a reason. It's not meant to be set. It's called currency, so it's meant to be moved. So, you know, you got to put your money in different sources. So one of them is going to come back tenfold. And like I said, I've just been able to put myself in the positions where it's been working out real well. So take some of that money that you're spending in Amazon and put it in something that's going to make you some actual money, you know?
Yep, I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Amazon get a lot of people money.
Oh,
absolutely.
boy.
Yeah.
That famous thing.
Oh, Greg,
Greg, you're still muted.
I see you trying to talk real quick. Hold
on. I'm gonna invest in a secretary or a production assistant so I can get this stuff right. Okay. I'm rolling. What say you?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
Damn, I forgot the question.
First of all, nephew, tell everybody what you do and how long you've been doing it.
Yeah, currently I work at Bank of America. I support like global trading desks, so I mainly report on the P&L, what happened in the markets.
Go ahead, finish. That's it.
Rolling.
Yeah, he's a man of few words.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Like, you got any questions for me about that?
Oh man, we're gonna have plenty of questions in a minute. Everybody,
now, wait a minute. You say, hold on, real quick, Greg. You said, Roland. You say you do what again? You work for?
Yeah, I work for Bank of America. I'm on the GBank Finance, so I support a global trading desk. The global trading desk that I support is global credit, mainly in the U.S. distressed businesses.
Oh, got it. Okay, all right.
Awesome. Okay, so I don't know what none of that stuff is. Okay, because again, I just spend. But so we're just gonna ask questions. So what would be, and any one of you guys can answer, what would be the first, you know, if somebody's trying to say, okay, like myself, for instance, I spend money, but comes a time where I want to start making my money work for me as opposed to me working for my money. What would be a good starting point?
Well, first you got to do your due diligence, and like, you know, I would say, you know, a lot of people get into, you know, you might have to first you got to do your research. You got to figure out if you want your money to work for you, you got to figure out what platform you want to have your money working for you. There's a lot of new things that's popping up. We got a lot of people getting into NFTs, options, you know, trading has always been a definitely one of my go-tos. I've been trading Forex since 2018. So that's trading like one currency versus another, whether it's the US dollar to the Japanese yen or the Great Britain pound to the euro. So I've been trading that, and then I've just got into more cryptocurrency. So you got to figure out where you want to put your money at. You know, where do you see that how it could benefit you the most, and something that's replicable, you know, and do your due diligence on the company that you actually invest in your money in as well. So there's a few things you got to look at, you know. You know, and if anybody want to know as far as some of the platforms that I'm working with, you know, you can always offline. We can email me at jaredbeatty6@gmail.com. I don't know if you want to, Greg, you want to put my email in the chat, jaredbeatty6@gmail.com, or you can call me 219-730-5282. I could definitely give you some, you know, maybe lead you into some directions where you can actually get your research, you know, get some research, you know, started at least. So.
Okay, Jared, for those, let's say someone this is all new to someone, you mentioned NFTs. Can you elaborate a little bit on what an NFT is?
Well, I'm not actually versed in NFTs. That's something that's been, you know, moving very, very fast. It's almost like virtual you could say virtual drawings or virtual pictures or different things that, or even, you know, you can even do property in a way and buy virtual property, you know, and people are buying it from all across the world, you know. It could be a drawing that you drew and it, you know, you put it up and somebody like it and they purchase it. So that's becoming very, very popular. Like I said, I'm not versed in it, but I know that's becoming a trend very, very fast.
So you actually wait a minute. Wait. So you actually buy a picture of a house and then you get the house, or you just get the picture?
It could be an animated character. It could be
a
teddy bear. It could be it could be a teddy bear. Somebody will see that and want to purchase that actual drawing. So like I said, I'm not versed in it, but that's pretty much what's going on. So for more of that, you know, maybe like Coach Jeff knows a little bit more about
Roland may know a bit about that.
Because the NFT is known as a non-refundable token. And with it being a non-refundable token, what you can do is there's also ways that you can actually sell physical property. You can make your physical property an NFT, and you can buy that property using cryptocurrency. So it's already on there, but it's in like small increments. Not a lot of people are doing it. So you can do it that way. I got another guy. He goes by Crypto Bully. He's real big on this stuff. And what he's doing is, what he's trying to do is he's trying to sell like T-shirts and other stuff, but he's making it so you buy the NFT and that's actually you purchasing the T-shirt. So then what he's going to do is he's going to use the actual blockchain as a distribution center. So there will be no need to have like a storefront for your business or a certain like housing spot for your business. You don't need a physical building. He can go ahead and you can sell it through there, and then he can, whatever company who he decides to go through, even if he makes the shirts himself, he can ship it to you by getting your information all through the blockchain.
Isn't that similar to affiliate marketing or something of that nature? Or no.
No, NFT, that's still investing. That's still investing.
Hey, everybody say what's up to Annette Coast.
Hi, Annette.
Hi,
how you doing, Annette?
So, Roland, what do you know about that?
About what?
NFTs. Yeah, Roland, I'm sorry.
Well,
I got you.
NFTs, Bitcoins. I know you talked to me and Robert a little bit about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency too.
Yeah, I don't know much about NFTs other than I know it's like digital art. I think it's somewhat overpriced. People can pay anywhere, from thousands to millions of dollars. It's really supposed to be like the only piece, the only NFT of that kind available globally. So we're still trying to learn more about it. As far as cryptocurrencies, some people are still skeptical. I'm one of them. There's people who are just, all in. Well, right now I know the government is working on regulating cryptocurrencies, but right now it's unregulated. So there are a bunch of scams involved with cryptocurrencies. I believe Turkey, they made Bitcoin a legal tender mainly because their currency, the Turkish lira, is becoming worthless due to inflation.
Right.
Do you see Russia doing that now that their currency is less than a penny?
They might, but given the circumstances, I don't think anybody would want to do business with them anyway, whether that's regular cash or cryptocurrencies. So Russia's in a tough spot right now.
I don't even want to drink a Russian drink.
You can't find it.
Like I said, they've been pouring it out. They have actually been pouring out Russian alcohol and things, and then bring it in Ukraine as a show of solidarity with Ukraine.
So anybody, how do you? Okay, you told me how to get ready to do this. Okay, so as we're doing this learning process to try to strengthen our money, strengthen our financial base, how can we, once we get started? Because when you say to me, and I can't speak for anyone else, when you say cryptocurrency and all of this stuff, I'm immediately skeptical. Okay, because I don't know anything about it. I'm doing the research. I'm learning about it. But how would I sustain once I'm in it? Because it changes, and I'm not that focused like that. how can I, as a non-focused person, sustain my interest or in this? I know it's about money, but how do you sustain your interest?
I take it as it's all about the research you do. You know what I mean? If you want to learn how to sustain money in crypto or anything, it's an investment. You know what I mean? You have to do your research. And the thing is, see, one thing with trading is that's something that my wife is getting into, trading and everything. See, there's a lot of different terms like calls, puts, shorts, all that stuff. It's a lot of different like trade definitions, and you have to know how all these actions work. Everything works together so you can make money. That's why the information is so key. I guess you just have to be interested in how to make the money, because there are many different ways to make the money when you're investing. We always used to think just stocks was just one way of doing it. Now we got so many different things doing it. It's a woman who has a $40 million house just off of trading alone. That's all she does. That's all she does is trade. Megan follows her on YouTube and everything.
That's kind of rough. Annette, what do you think about all of this? Trying to get financially fit. How did you get started into this? You're on mute. You're muted.
Okay. Well, for one, I trust the source that told me, and it was very interesting, and I just took the faith and just tried a little bit. I just took the faith and just tried a little bit, and it paid off in like 3 days. So it showed me in 3 days that the system that he told me about worked, and it's still working.
Okay.
So sometimes you just have to trust the source.
You trust the source and you trust the process. All right?
Exactly.
But what if you don't? Go ahead, Jerry. You want to say something?
Yeah, I'm sorry. My internet had faded out for a minute, so I was off for just a second or two. But one thing you got to know is even with cryptocurrencies, anybody that invested like in Bitcoin, using that for example, Ethereum or Litecoin, has never lost money had they held it for over a 2-year period of time. So if you do the research, anybody that's invested in cryptocurrencies such as like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, they have never lost anything if they held it. Now you have your drawbacks, you have your pullbacks, but if you held it, it has always been profitable for that individual.
It's never sunk below your original investment.
Exactly. If you hold it. So it's when you're actually investing in it, that's not something that you're looking to get the gains out immediately. However, when you're trading it, if you decide to trade it, that's how you can be able to see more of immediate profits. And that's where Annette was mentioning, like the platform that I'm associated with. It allows me to get compound interest, or shall I say, and I call compound interest like the 8th wonder of the world. So there's actually, when you deal with like, when I'm saying compound interest, meaning if those who don't know what compound interest is getting, when you make money, not pulling it out, not spending it, reinvesting it, right? To your principal, to what you've invested. Why? So you can make more money, right? Because let's just say percentages. Okay, so like let's just give an example. So people can really get this. Let's just say you had $1,000, right? And let's just say you got, let's use an example, 3% on your money, right? That's about $30. Okay, great. We know the banks is not going to give us $30 on those $1,000, right? They're giving us maybe 0.1%, right? If that. So now you're taking the $30 that you made, you're reinvesting it on top of your 1,000. So now you got 1,030. So now if you get more percentages, you're getting percentages off of a bigger number, which is 1,030. So that's kind of how compound interest works, and it's and it actually builds up very, very quickly. So, so
now, Roland, you do a lot with other people money, right?
That's the way to invest.
I don't really work on that part of the bank, but I do understand it. But I did want to say something about cryptocurrencies. I would say the first thing you should do is you should ask yourself as to why you want to invest in Bitcoin in the first place. One thing people should always do is don't invest in something you don't understand. Doesn't matter if you trust the source or not. If you don't understand it, don't put your money there.
Yeah. I understood my money growing when I started. I didn't understand Bitcoin, but I understand when I see my money growing. So I'm down with that. I'm down with that. I'm just gonna keep it 100. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it 100% real. I don't have to know how it works as long as it works.
So you look on your phone and you go, yeah.
That's interesting. Everybody say what's up to Kevin, by the way.
Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's going on, Kevin?
Go ahead.
Hey. Here's another tip too. I always tell people never invest more than you're willing to part ways with. Okay,
that's true.
Never invest more than you're willing to part ways with. And if you keep that mindset, you'll be all right. If you keep that mindset, you will be all right.
Okay, so Roland, again,
Marcella, you on mute. Marcella was trying to say something. She was on mute.
Go ahead, Marcella.
Oh, so with everything that's going on now with Russia and Ukraine, is that affecting the Bitcoins, the cryptocurrency, and the stocks and trading and all that? And is that something we should be very mindful of, even with our banking systems? With you have the sanctions on the banks and things dealing with Russia for Putin. What should we be concerned about with our monies here and our banking and our 401ks and our IRAs and 3Bs and all of those things? What is it that we should really be concerned? Should we be trying to move some things from the big banks? What are some of the concerns, and what do you guys advise with that?
That's a great question. Go ahead.
Hold on, Jared, real quick. Go ahead, Roland. You can start off.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great question. What I would say is I would talk to whoever is, say, if you do have money in a 401k, I would probably talk to whoever, one of the advisors, one of the financial advisors, whoever's overseeing it. And you need to get a prospectus. You need to actually get a portfolio of what your investments are in. That's one thing you want to know. Where are you investing my money? Because when you invest in a 401k, mutual fund, annuities, they're investing those funds into like multiple companies. So you want to kind of get an idea of what's going on. So you might want to ask for, usually they tend to, if you ask, they'll roll them out every year for you, like a prospectus of what your portfolio look like. What is it performing at?
We do get those.
I have a good friend who actually, he just invested, quite a bit of money. He's down about maybe 30% on his portfolio.
So
go ahead. Hold that thought, Mo, because Roland was trying to say something first.
Okay.
Oh no, Jared, go ahead, finish.
Yeah. So what I was saying is, when you deal with investments, and like you say, because what's going on, you're going to have that market's going to go back down. You're going to have the drops, but typically most people who, that would advise you would say, hey, you got to just weather the storm. Weather the storm, because there's going to be a bounce back. Like even when COVID hit back in 2020, my stock dropped. I had some few stocks, they dropped. I didn't just pull my money out because it dropped. I held my stock in. I said, it's got to get better. Now it's more than it's past where it was before it dropped. So you got to kind of weather those storms when you actually deal with investments. Don't be so quick to say, what? Oh, let me, if my money's going, if it looks like my portfolio is going down, let me pull my money out. Well, that might not be the best option, because then you could take a loss and a big loss, Really talk to the people who are running investments or who actually is controlling that, or see where where your investments are. What do they see? They'll kind of guide you in the right way. So you just got to ask the right questions, but don't get panicky and just take your money out. Do your due diligence and kind of ask the right questions and see if you need to hold your money, and let that weather the storm.
Okay. And Roland, what was your advice?
Yeah, I was gonna say, the whole situation in Russia, I think it does gonna cause some market volatility. I've seen it the last couple of days. Everything was going down. The volatility maybe comes from expecting like oil prices. So essentially, economists think, it's going to cause some supply issues with oil. It's going to raise the prices up. It's going to increase the gas pump and also increase heating bills. So I would say like the one thing that people shouldn't do, I guess, in this market volatility is panic sell. I mean, you're just going to, just add to the problem itself, and you're going to sell at a loss, which is what you don't want to do. So you really just want to, just stay calm, sit back, relax. Look for buying opportunities. You never want to sell in this type of market.
So don't get.
And actually, Roland, let me piggyback on Roland real quick. He said, "What did you just say, Roland? The last thing you just said."
Buying opportunity.
Buying opportunity. Yeah. And that's so key because Bitcoin has jumped about 10 to 15% in the last couple of days. They went from like 30,000 to like 32, 33,000 or 35,000 to like 42, 43,000. So they jump a lot. So it's actually moving up, you know. So
and that might be
that's
because
where your buying opportunity is. So even when this stuff is going on right now, Bitcoin is moving. They're moving. So, I just looked at the charts. I was looking at the charts just now, so I kind of saw where it was.
You always looking at charts. You got chart in your car. You got chart.
I got to scroll across the split screen in the front. The windshield got to scroll across the windshield.
Yeah.
Okay. For those that don't know a lot about Bitcoins, how do you get Bitcoins?
Oh, you can get it through any e-wallet. Like most people familiar with Cash App, you can purchase it through Cash App. You know, is actually have a icon at the very bottom right. B for Bitcoin. You can purchase it right then and there. However, I would say verify your identity. So that way, if you do need to sell it or receive it back and you're in US dollars, you can do that. So just don't buy it and just leave it there. Get verified. Yeah. So if something happens, or if you know you need to move the money back to US dollars, you can do that. Coinbase is another one that I use. Coinbase.com. You can go in there. And then there's a lot of wallets. There's many different wallets that you can use, but those are the two ones that Cash App most people are familiar with, and Coinbase is very popular.
You know, all of this sounds great. It sounds beautiful. It sounds good. Okay, it sounds good.
Hold up.
Okay, but I'm somebody. You know, number one, I don't like to be sold. Number two, that's too much for me to just. I don't to do it now. I told my cousin, well, if I gave you X amount of money, do it for me. And what was your response?
I never trade another person's money. Never. I don't. I trade mine, but I wouldn't trade anybody else. So, and you know what? And actually, I had the solution. When you said that, so if I won't do it, what did I do? I found a platform that actually trades on my behalf. So the platform trades Forex and cryptocurrencies and giving me percentages back every single week. So I invest and I let the experts do the rest.
Roland, what would you say would if I'm new to investing and I don't really know where to put my money or what to do with my money, what way would you direct me? What would you say to me?
Well, first I would say you should get one of those robo advisors, you know, an app that automates things for you, or you can try opening a brokerage account. Any one of the big ones or small ones will help. Now, I would say the first thing people should invest in is index funds, ETFs. It's just passive investments. It's automatically diversified, which helps you out. And I would say to do single stocks, you know, it takes a lot of time, due diligence to actually pick the correct stocks. No, I don't advise that for non-finance people because it's so much time consuming. I don't think people have that much time on their hands. But I will say if you want to get started in single stocks, you know, you may want to start with companies that you're familiar with or blue chip stocks. So like you buy Apple products, you know, buy Apple. You buy Nike, you know, buy Nike stock. You know, if you shop at Amazon a lot, buy Amazon stock. Yeah.
Bro, let me ask you this though. Hold up.
You didn't say Nike.
Right.
Here we go.
We got about 250 Nike. Yeah, Nike.
More than that.
Don't get Greg started.
This is a different quick. You know me, Jared. Okay.
You need stock in that.
I hear you. I hear all of you guys, okay? But my thing is, if it's you saying getting a stock that you're familiar with, those have been tried and tested already, all right? So, you know, Apple's at whatever it said, okay, that means you're buying high, all right? Why can't we get into something that's we don't know about? You know what I mean? And you know, say like premium petroleum jelly. How about I'm just kidding.
It's creamy.
I'm just saying, you know, but we know about those. How about something that we can buy in low? Okay, and the other question, and I'm asking you, Roland, and then Jared, you chime in, and Annette, and anybody. How much should a person, and you know, Jared has told me already, but I want to hear from you, Roland. How much should a person start off with? And Jared has already said what you can afford to spend. Okay, but what
you can afford to lose?
What you can afford to lose? I'm sorry, but what's a good starting point?
You got to put your gambler's mind on when you do that.
Come on, Ro. Talk. Don't laugh. Talk to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. On the first question, you know, I would say like you can look for those cheap stocks, but I'm saying as a starting point, like companies that you're familiar with, like you already know the business model. Like you shop there, you know what the products are, you know when something goes wrong, when something goes right. It's just to get you, I guess, used to investing.
Okay.
As a starting point.
Makes sense.
Now for the second part, I'm sorry, repeat the second question again.
Basically, what is a good starting point as far as money goes to start investing?
Yeah, see, well, that depends on the individual investor. Like, how much are you willing to lose? So let's take a survey.
You done hurt me right there.
Right there. That's like
zero.
Hey.
All right.
Just a quick question for everybody on the panel. So if you had $1,000 to invest, how much of that are you willing to lose?
$1.
Half of that. I'd be willing to lose half to test it out. If I had 1,000, that means I could give away 1,000. So I'd be willing to lose half.
What I hear Roland and Jared saying is, if you don't have any money to lose, you shouldn't even be dipping and dabbing in it, right?
Exactly.
True. Yeah, you in a whole different. If you don't have any money that you're willing to part ways with, then you need to reevaluate what you got going on personally going on. You know?
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. We're talking about trying to get financially fit. Okay, everybody wants to try to get to that point. All right, so you talk about investments, and we hear this, and we go on Facebook and LinkedIn, and we hear Bitcoin this, and NFT this and NFT that. All right, we want to be a part of that. Okay, we may have, $500. All right, but we're scared to put it in there. What can push you to get that? That's what I'm saying. We want to get strategically financially fit. Okay, real quick, Byron says no low fee index funds or dividend reinvestment funds are the way to go. Start with any amount. $100 a month is a starting point. Comment.
Yeah, so first let's just take a step back. Like, do you know how much you can invest every month?
I got $1 million. I can invest what I want.
Well, hey, you need to come over with me, Greg. I've been telling you too, Gina.
Hey, Jared's good to the whole family.
Yes, okay. So I'm sorry, Roland. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish. You had a thought.
Yeah, so I know you have $1 million, and everybody has $1 million laying around. So I think people should first figure out how much you can invest every month. Do you have spare money at the end of the month? Like, do you know how much you make, and do you know how much you have left over at the end of the month? People need to figure that part out first before even thinking about investing. All right, in terms of getting people over that hump, like you could just automate it and just ignore it. That's an easy way to do it. Maybe don't check it every day. Maybe check maybe once a month, set a reminder. So, but there's no easy way to get started with invest other than to just do it. Like, you have to be willing to risk that money. Like, if you're not willing to risk it, then don't invest. I know you say you weren't willing to lose $1, so I would say index funds are only for you, Greg.
Annette, I would like to hear from Annette. It looks like she's been trying to say something.
Yeah, go ahead, Annette. Unmute yourself.
No, it's just my husband came in the house and he's making a lot of noise, so I'm looking frustrated, but it's okay. But no, I just had a simple question. I just want to know, does anybody go to the casino?
Well,
Not
Annette,
you, Greg.
You seen me there.
I've gone. I don't go all the time.
I drive by.
Okay.
I don't like to
Whatever,
gamble.
Greg. Well, I said that to say it's easy for me because I do gamble. Mm-hmm. And so, if you're a person that can go to the casino and lose, let's just say something simple. I ain't gonna say simple. But if you can lose $100,
like you do it in that.
$20,000.
No, I said $100.
Oh Lord.
If you can lose $100. He said, "Oh Lord," but I feel like this. We have tried a lot of stuff in life, and my thing is, if what you have tried has not gotten you to the point that you want to be, why not try something different? Because if you're going to keep trying the same thing, you're going to get the same results. Right. So why not just take a chance on something? You might say it's crazy, whoever said that, but that's your opinion, but this is mine. Why not take a chance on something? Because I'm going to tell you, I gambled. I just lost the other day. I won't tell you how much, but I lost. Mm-hmm. I could have invested that, and you might, but I could have invested that in what I'm doing and saw some returns on Friday.
Okay.
So you can get in what I'm doing on Thursday, and you will see some returns on Friday. I'm not trying to tell you to do what I do or what Jared is doing, but do something different. Take a chance because we are really winning, and I'm telling you because we are our people, and most of the time we find out when it's like way too late.
Right.
And so while we're winning, the love that I have for you all being that we are who we are, and we normally find out when it's too late. I'd rather tell you 100% now, and I gain nothing from you getting in besides feeling better that I shared something with you that's working for me.
Success is the best reward.
So in other words, what you're saying is for some of our viewers, for those of you that are out that just have to get that Coach bag or just have to get those Nikes or one of those designer items, you can actually invest more in yourself because they depreciate when you most of them, once you get them, you can actually invest and then see a return for your money. So instead of, we got to, like you said, change our mindsets.
Hey, real quick,
Right.
let me read some of these comments here. Chris Slang, one of the DopelivenTV live people, he says you're supposed to invest 10%, no more than 20%, then only profit after that. Byron says the proper investing is a marathon and not a sprint.
Exactly.
Chris throws in, he says casino gamblers only gamble on games that they know. You know?
That's not true. I play games I don't know. I just lost $3,000 yesterday. And I play games that I don't know.
You should have invested that 3.
That's what I beat myself up.
You did. You beat up yourself.
I beat myself up, but after I did that, then I did come home and increase my investments. But that's what I did.
Okay.
I got a question. And this is either one of you guys. How do you guys feel about E-Trade and that being a stepping stone into getting into trading and them showing you those steps? They have a E-Trade where you can actually log on and learn the steps of investing.
I ain't got time for that, but go ahead. You guys
Roland, is that what you use, E-Trade?
No, I use my own bank's Neuro account.
Yeah.
So, I get free trades. I get special benefits because I'm an employee there.
I'm
but
just
if
saying.
E-Trade's going to, give advice for beginners, then go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Novice, getting in there. And it helps you identify, different, stocks and things that you may want to invest in.
I would like to ask, since you asked about E-Trade, what about Robinhood? A lot of people go to Robinhood.
And it's Merry Men.
Yeah, see, the issue with Robinhood, I guess it's somewhat limited in the functionality that it can do. Like, remember the whole GameStop memes? Like, a lot of people got locked out and they couldn't execute their orders. So people lost a whole lot of money. So I would say, don't really use Robinhood. It's more for day traders. I don't think anybody wants to day trade.
It's used to be like the penny stock traders.
Who's gonna make money? I'll trade, okay? But and I'm slowly getting there, Annette, Jared, Roland. I'm slowly getting there. But my thing is this: I don't want to do the maintenance. I'm just lazy like that. I'd rather give my money to somebody to do it for me, and trust somebody that I trust to manage it for me. I just don't want to do all of that what you guys are doing because you guys are so versed in it. I know Annette, whatever. I see you guys are versed in it.
It's 30 seconds. It's 30 seconds. You don't have 30 seconds to give yourself on a Friday. 30 seconds. Yes, you do.
Matter of fact, let me ask you, anyone that's on the panel, do any one of you all, matter of fact, who does not check their account at least one time a week? Who doesn't on the panel check their account at least one time a week? I'm just asking anybody.
You talking about the 401k?
No, wait. Okay, Greg, you don't. No, just check their account, their bank account. Who doesn't check their account at least one time a week?
I don't.
You don't check your
consistently,
account? No, at least one time.
Jerry, you know me. I don't.
Okay,
I really don't.
I'm just curious. I'm just asking the question. So the reason why I was saying it is because the point Annette was making is what we do only requires 30 seconds to 1 minute on a Friday when we reinvest our money. And the cool thing about what I love about what we do is that the risk is minimum. Just like you said, Greg, where you don't like to lose a penny, a dollar, or anything, right? So when I look at different platforms or different things, whether it's a stock or anything like that, I don't really get into stocks. I don't really invest in stocks because I'm not buying a stock and just hoping it just goes up. I have been a trader, so I only get into platforms that actually trades it, so it makes money both ways. So that way the risk is very, very minimal. So the platform that me and Annette are talking about, all we do when we invest, on Friday, every single Friday, we get paid a percentage off of our investments, right? That we reinvest to make more money the next week. That's all we do, and it takes less than a minute on a Friday to reinvest. Now, and again, like I say, so it doesn't have that where you have to be looking at charts or Warner, and since the company has started in 2019, they've paid out every single week since 2019 a percentage back to all their investors.
Hey, let me say something. We had a guy right on this platform. I'm not going to tell you where he invested. I mean, Jared can tell you his name out because I always call him Greg, but I get mixed up with you. He is winning. He is winning, and he's right from this platform right here, and he is winning.
Yeah, big time.
So you all know him.
We're not no names, but last time we was on a call
a
few months ago, gentleman was on a call. He actually came and invested with us, and his returns has grown dramatically since he's actually since he was on the call.
It's like time. That, Coach. Jeff?
Now I have a question. See, I hear about us making all this money here, but see, I feel the sauce is, what do you do after you make the money? What are you reinvesting? What are you reinvesting that money in after once you get a payout? See, my man got the Nike shoes. He putting it in the shoes. And that's what he doing. But see, so because we're always taught to go ahead and get real estate. You know what I mean? Go ahead, get some property, acquire something that it can be an asset to us. You know what I mean? So that way we can go ahead and make money off of that as well. You know what I mean? So I feel that the real sauce is once you get the payout, and depending on how big the payout is, see, greenbacks are supposed to be paid for the debt. You're supposed to use that to pay off the debt. Not supposed to be for just like leisure stuff. They say to operating credit. Some people will say, no, I hate credit cards. But the thing is, see, if I have a credit card and I invest somebody else's money on your platform, see, that ain't my money. You feel what I'm saying? That's not my money. So there you go. So see, to me, that's another part of the game. You take somebody else's money, you invest that.
All day long.
But Jeff,
and there you go. Yeah.
Since you've been with Annette and Jared, how much have you made?
I ain't made zero because I ain't on the platform.
He's not with us. That's not the person. I'm not with them. I ain't made nothing. I ain't made nothing. He's trying to figure it out. He's gonna go through the whole panel and figure out who we're talking about. But that's
just let us mind wonder. Because Greg, for one, you know me and you know Jared. So in another year or so, you're gonna be looking like, oh, I wish I would have. But that's I've been in those scenarios. I've been in those. I don't want you to have to do that, but that's why I'm telling you. That's next time I see you, Greg, I'm just gonna take your money. I'm just gonna take it.
Okay, and I don't have a problem.
I'm trying to get on the day.
To make sure that you make it work for me. That's it. Don't put it back in that machine.
You heard him, Nat. You got to go over there and get it then.
I'm gonna take it because he know I will take it. I've done it and put it in the slot machine. That's why he said
that. I'm good. We keeping it 100. She has. All right. I've been knowing that for a long time. Okay. And that is straight no chaser. Okay. Let me read a couple of these. Okay. Byron says, why buy a purse for $1,000 and not have $1,000 to put in the purse?
I know that. My point exactly.
Yep.
That's our point.
Yep.
He says Vanguard allows free trades if you have an account with them. Vanguard does. Chris, in response to your comment, Annette, he says it's not true, Annette. No one loses hundreds or thousands on games they don't know. He was a dealer for 15 years.
I was a dealer for 10 years at Ameristar Resorts. All of that from day one. It was Showboat, so I've done that too. Trust me, I just did it the other day because I got tired of playing the Buffaloes because the Buffaloes always take my money. So I wanted to try something new in the high roller room. And Greg, that's what I play, right? So I wanted to try something new just yesterday, and I lost $3,000. So don't tell me where I put my money because I know where I put my money.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, I don't need to be a high roller card. They don't give out high roller cards just because. You pay for that shit.
Yeah, I got the little paper card.
Crazy, but you pay for it.
Okay, Kevin, you had something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I wanted to know what their feelings were on tech stocks, because I know everyone's investing in electric and cars and so forth. What's your feelings on tech stocks?
Ain't the door closed on it yet?
That's for Jared, Roland, and Nat,
Jared or Roland,
anyone
or
who
Annette.
knows.
I don't know anything about those type stocks. Like I said, I jumped on with Jared and we're rolling. That's all I can tell you.
I mean, that's a great question, Kevin. But my lane, I'll stay in my lane, and so there could
I
be
think
Roland, but my
Roland
lane,
could probably answer that.
right, as far as when it comes to stocks. Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say textile, are you talking about stocks like Tesla? Or...
Tesla,
I've got some investments in techs, but there's some of them are startup companies in techs. So technology, apps and so forth. A company that is actually making parts for electric engines.
Okay, so I think about tech stocks. Well, technology is always evolving every year. We're gonna have majority of the cars are gonna be electrical vehicles in some time in the future. I believe we all know that. I would definitely invest in tech stocks, but make sure that I understand the product, what they're making, and also do I think this product will have a future? Like, will the market be receptive of this product?
Yeah, I've been investing in the sales of the cars. So there's a company, I think, out of Mexico that's actually manufacturing the actual fuel cell. I don't know what it's called, but I'm kind of crossing my fingers that everyone's going to be driving electric cars one day.
See,
if it's fuel cell, it's probably Toyota or Honda.
Here's my problem. I mean, these words y'all using, probably, maybe, take a chance. These things, okay, that does not entice me to come on and buy no stock. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's what happened when Apple was there, probably, maybe, before
Bitcoin
they got
was the
big.
same way.
I'm not saying that it wasn't. I'm just saying
I will tell you, I came in
for the novice person.
I came in on tail end of this, so at some point I'd like to sit down with Jared and you guys and find out, because my son's been trying to with my artwork with NFTs, and so I like to learn a little bit more. And I've got a grant I can put into a company. I mean, if it's going to turn, I know nothing about Bitcoins. My biggest problem is, the people I know that's in that space, they spend their whole entire day looking at their phones. I don't have that time.
So let me ask
you. I just set it and forget it.
So Kevin, let's do this. Kevin, matter of fact, Greg, could you put my email back down there so Kevin can have that, jaredbaity6@gmail.com, so that way we can actually he can actually reach out to me. And Greg, to your point where you said, that maybe, sometimes even with Kevin's question was about if I was going to invest in stocks, I would invest in a company that hasn't went public yet. When companies IPO, that's when you actually make the bigger money, is before it actually go public. So I would look for those type of companies that hasn't went public yet if I was going to deal with stocks.
Okay.
But my lane is in Forex and cryptocurrencies, is trading it, not investing in Ethereum, not investing in Bitcoin, not investing in what it's trading it. Because again, I'm telling you, the risk is so much lower because we're putting in buy orders and we're putting in sell orders. So we minimizing our risk. And the company, like I said, has a proven track record of success. And so that way, that's why I said, now I know past performance, it will not tell you the future results, but I'm looking at the past and saying it's looking good, and it has been good and very consistent since foundation of the company. So that's why, so if somebody's looking for a platform to really invest their money in with the strong potential to grow, then I definitely would like to speak with them and we can talk more,
I'll
lead
reach
them
out to you.
something that really could be financially beneficial for them.
I'll reach out to you.
Somebody named the chairman is trying to get in here. Let's see what this is. Oh, damn.
Hey, Chris.
What's up, Chris?
What's going on,
Chris?
Hey, Chris.
How y'all feeling?
All right.
Okay.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
The chairman is here.
So, one question for the novice. You keep saying that you do trading. So the trading and the investing are two different entities, correct?
Yeah, well, investing is it's investing. You might it's probably taken out of context. Investing meaning, I'm not investing in a company or a stock, shall I say, and only waiting to it gain in value for me to make money. That's invest. That's buying something. That's just buying it and hoping that it goes up and it does performs well. When I say trading it, it's not. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it and sitting on it. I'm actually putting in a buy order because it's moving up. And then when whether that pair, whether it's like the US dollar to the Japanese yen, when it turns around, it starts coming down, right? Then they putting in sell orders, and we're making money as the market is going down. That's more of a win-win. That's why when you look at stock market, it does about $500 billion annually, right? But when you look at Forex and cryptocurrencies, you're looking at over 9.3 trillion, right?
Yeah,
That's a big difference. It's more. It's the most.
Babe, I really wish you can come out right now.
Huh? Yeah, it's got more liquidity than.
I really wish you could come on right now.
So, and it can give you more gains than a stock market.
Because
in my opinion,
about this,
in my opinion,
he's buying sell orders about trading, but
Jeff, mute yourself, Jeff.
I muted him. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me just speak to that really quick. You
I
can think of.
have a question for you.
It's muted now.
Well, hold on, Kevin. Let Roland finish his thought. Go ahead.
Yeah, you could think of trading as in the short term, and you think of investing as long term. Like when trading, you're just trying to make a profit mainly within like the same day or the next day. And with investing, you're looking to grow your wealth over a long period of time. So those are the main two differences I would say between the two. Even though they're technically the same, but the time period is the difference.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kevin.
My question is with Bitcoins and crypto, when you make a profit and you pull money out of it and you leave money in, is there fees are associated with pulling your money out and getting it back into US dollars?
Taxes.
Well, outside of taxes, there's service charges and so
it's actually a small fee. It's not a large fee. The bigger fee is actually when you purchase cryptocurrency. That's where the platform, right? So there's fees associated with that. However, when you actually sell it and actually get it back in USDs, those fees typily aren't. They're very minimal. If that was you asking, like when you pull out, those fees are minimum. Like I'm gonna give you an example. You can cash out $1,000. Let's use Cash App for example. You might be like $1.75 maybe or something like that. I think I pay like $1 if I cash out 1,000. It might be like $1.75, something like that.
All right.
So,
thank you.
I got a question.
But one person said it might be like 15.
Jared and Roland, have y'all heard about the credit card to be used where you don't have to change it back into US dollars so you don't get charged a fee?
Say that one more time, Chris, for me.
Have you heard about the credit card that you can use now with Bitcoin where you don't have to change it back into US dollars where you don't have to be charged a fee?
Convert.
Yeah, like a BitPay card.
Yeah, it's similar to that. Yes.
Yeah, well, that's what I've heard of BitPay card. That's like that's a way of people kind of like getting around a little bit with because it's in when. Okay, let me see. Let's just say you earn some Bitcoin and you get it sent from one wallet to your BitPay card. It's still in Bitcoin. However, when you swipe it at a Walmart, it's an automatic converter to like US dollars and it pays for your products. So
exactly. Yeah. So I mean that's the answer to Kevin's question. Because if you want to get the cash back, you can pay the small fee, but they also have a credit card or a card that you could use where you don't get charged a fee and you can just swipe it and it's like using a regular debit or credit card type situation.
Wait, quick question. Like I never actually heard of that. So is the Bitcoin coming from like your own personal wallet or are you borrowing that Bitcoin from somebody else?
No, it's from your own personal wallet. It's whatever you have. Instead of pulling the Bitcoin out to exchange it or convert it into USD, you just swipe your card. It's a card they give you. You just swipe your card and you don't have to worry about the fees.
How much do you have to pay to have access to that card?
I mean, it's pretty much like filling out a application to get a credit card. You just got to show that you got the Bitcoin in there.
All right, so they get interest off of whatever's in the card.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, that's pretty much with anything, because it's a company that's doing it. It's not like an individual going to do it, because if you had it yourself and did it yourself, you're not going to charge yourself to do it.
So
just like Visa, MasterCard, and AMX.
Fee. So technically, that's another fee.
Technically, it is, but at the time of pulling it out, it's not.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it is that the way that they're getting charged is pretty much like a charge back to the company. You know what I'm saying? But now they have at least 4 of them right now that the fee is smaller than changing it to USD.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Kevin has said that he got $1,000 right now he can put in and invest. Byron said that there's you can start out with $100. There's levels to this investing, right? So if you put $100 in, are you going to get the same? Because I don't know. I'm just asking. Like you put $1,000 in, rolling, you're shaking your head. You're not going to get the same results if you put $1,000 in as opposed to $100 in?
Yeah, you're not going to get the same results. So let's just say the difference between 100 and 1,000. So micro investing leads to micro wealth.
Right.
So that's why I asked that question earlier of if you had 1,000, how much are you willing to lose? So if you're not willing to lose any of it, you shouldn't even be investing. Now, if you're willing to lose some of it, yeah, I would say, get started in investing. Like this whole absolute certainty, look, I don't know if it's gonna go up or down. I don't know. I'm scared. You gotta throw that out the window. You'll just be stuck in one place if you have that type of mentality.
Well, I think Greg will be all right because he said he don't even check his account. So,
well, Jared, you know me, I got it.
He can leave it in there for 10 years, so you be good, Greg. You actually be real good.
When I ask these questions and this and that, okay, I'm just being the devil's advocate. Look, Jared, you didn't already drilled it in my head, and then Annette slapped me a couple of weeks ago, and said you better do this. Basically, she said, and I asked Annette at the same time, well, Annette, what you getting out of it? You pushing me. She said, I just want you to succeed.
Yeah, we want everybody to win. I mean, over 100,000 people are really winning with our platform already. Over 100,000 right now, and probably the last time I've been on a cast, it might have been about maybe 60,000 at that time. Yeah, it's moving quickly. So,
So what's the best? What's the best way to get started? I mean, there's people out there that are saying, okay. Again, like I was playing devil's advocate. Yeah. Roland said this. All right, it's cool. Jared said that. I ain't trying to hear that. All right. And Annette, she just gambling. So,
and I like it. You know what, Jared? I mean, like I say, just take five. I would say take at least minimum $500 and try something different. I mean, and once you see yourself winning, you're gonna be like, damn, I should have did this long ago. But I mean, it's better to be. I mean, just try it. I mean, I don't think the $500 is gonna make you or break you. That's just my opinion. It's just my opinion.
But for some people, it will. And those are
well,
the people.
For those people, then get your little jar on the side, and then when you add that little bit up, and then I feel like this. If you work a 9 to 5 or whatever you work, or 3 to 11, whatever, pay yourself something. And I say pay yourself by taking that leap and jumping. You have to jump on something, unless you like your life the way it is now. If you like your life the way it is now, and you don't want any changes or whatever, and you don't want to try nothing, if it's fine with you, it's fine with me. But all I can say is, I thank God that I was talking to Jared about my other company's business, and he shared this with me because it was almost the best thing for me besides waking up.
Wow, she sounds like the Oldies commercial.
Okay.
So I'm speaking the truth though. It's just my truth.
I'm clowning you. That's all. Don't worry about it.
I know. I'm just saying.
But that's cool. So, okay, we trying to get financially fit here. All right. What the quickest turnaround that you guys see? You guys say that you go every Friday, and it's working for you guys, right?
I'll tell you the quickest turnaround. My husband got on the platform on a Thursday evening, and he reaped results on Friday morning.
And the results are
how much did he put in Thursday?
Thursday he put in $750. On Friday he got $4. But
He gets
it
$4.
seems small. Yes, it seems small, but he wasn't even going to get that from the bank in a damn year.
I was just going to tell you to say that. Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
You said he got $4?
Yes.
He said
Overnight.
$4.
It wasn't even 24 hours. It wasn't even 12 hours. So that was excellent.
So the question is,
So
where else you may be able to make a return like that at?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Exactly.
Not your bank. Not your bank.
Definitely not your bank.
Exactly.
Nowhere.
Yeah. And we're taught to put our monies in banks, and they turn around and take our money and make money with our money.
Exactly. That's what they do.
And they pay us a piece off of it, but it ain't even close to what they're making.
With the money that they don't have.
So I have another question. I've heard some people, you know how you see on internet and things where people are saying, why use your money? Get a specific type of life insurance and then pull money out of your life insurance or it's something else about where you actually investing.
What are you, 90 years old? I mean,
No. There's
two different types of insurance policies.
Yeah.
Right. Some type of insurance policy that they're telling you to get, and then you can use money out of that to invest, or it's some type of investment or something. Do any of you guys, have you heard of that?
I've heard of where you take a piece of that life insurance policy and invest it, and they give you and basically you don't pay on the policy anymore after that. You take your piece that you want to invest. If it's $100,000 policy, whatever they give you on $100,000 policy, you take that, you go with it. If you decide to invest with it, cool. If not, you can use it for retirement.
And
That's one engine.
Is that the one where they say you can pull your money out? So instead of the credit cards that are earning interest for the banks and things, you pull your monies out. Is that, Roland, you were saying something? You know, are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I think you're talking about infinite banking. I think that's a really stupid concept. And so essentially it says you take your whole life, you have a whole life insurance policy, and as you pay your premium to that policy, you have a cash value that builds up.
Okay.
And essentially when the bill to like a certain amount, you can borrow, I think 90% of that cash value.
Okay.
So if it's like 10,000, you only borrow 9,000. So you do that, you borrow that 9,000, which is technically your own money because you paid into it, and then you pay an interest rate to the life insurance company.
Okay.
And so they say you don't have to. That's like there's no terms to it, so you don't have to pay it back. But what it does is it eats away at your cash value. So all that money you built up just disappears. Like I said, it's pretty a stupid concept because they're basically charging you a fee to your own money.
Yep.
And there's something else to it. They said you get it's tax free. Well, I mean, yeah, it's tax free because it's already your money. It's not new money. It's just a rebate.
Exactly.
So I would say it's just a stupid concept.
Yeah, that does sound kind of whack.
Yeah.
Thank you. You see some advertisements about that, advertisements about that. It's like,
of course.
Yeah.
No,
So I just wanted to bring that on and ask what that was. Okay, thank you.
Got some people with a $500,000 policy taking and paying themselves, paying interest on the money that they done throw
on their money.
In. Yeah.
When they could be putting it into Bitcoin and the format or the platform that Jared and Annette and all are talking about. Okay.
Hey, hold on for a second, y'all, because it is time to put some life coaching in it. Jeff, can you give us a summary of what we've heard already?
We have heard about risks. That is what we have heard about, people. Because if anybody knows about investment is a risk.
It is.
I don't care if you're going to invest $1 to $100 to $1,000, $10,000. All of it is a risk. Once again, people, like, we can't stress it enough. Do your knowledge, do your knowledge, do your research. Make sure you are picking things that you want to invest in that'll keep your interest, things that you don't mind keeping up on. Or you can go ahead and take that money and do your own investments. You know what I mean? Start your own businesses, and you can invest in yourself as well. Let's not forget that. While we investing in so many other things, let's not forget to invest in number one as well, because you got to make sure you good all the way before you can start putting all your money into other entities and sources as well. So take a risk, everybody. I'm taking my risk tonight.
I'm gonna do it now.
Redirect, regroup, refocus. That's Jeff. We have our own life coach, guys. So we we get our life on every day, so it's all good. All right. So let me ask you guys, what would be the best strategy? All right, as we navigate these waters. Okay, what's the best strategy when you're in it? You're trying to get financially fit, okay, and you're in it. What's the best strategy to use to maintain and sustain that financial fitness?
Yeah, it's really all subjective. It depends on the individual as in what's their goals for the future. Like why you want to invest. So it's really all dependent upon the individual. You know, some people want to be conservative, some people want to be aggressive. So it's really just depends on the individual and what they want. So like there is no one size that fits all. Okay. But I would say like if you want to get started, like you need to learn the fundamentals of investing. Like there are plenty of books available for cheap that will teach you about investing. Hell, you can go to the public library and borrow a book on investing. It'll tell you all you need to know.
Okay.
Jared? Knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
That's right.
What say you, Jared?
Well, Roland kind of covered it. He actually hit it right on the head. I was pretty much going to say the same thing. You know, do your due diligence. You know, the best thing, like I say, just research the companies that you want to go with. If you whether it's a stock or or if it's a platform, research either one, and then go with what you're comfortable with. And again, like I say, just don't risk no more than you willing to part ways with. That's pretty much the best way. So that way you could stay mentally on top of everything. You know, you're not worried, you're not stressed at night. You can sleep good at night, So
yeah, I would like add something else. Like if you're not comfortable, doing your own research or due diligence, like you can easily go to like put your money in a mutual fund. You just pay a small fee every month and they'll do everything for you. You can always go to them and ask questions about what they're doing with the money or whatnot.
Yeah.
That's safe. So that's a safe way then, right, Roland?
Yeah, that's a safe way.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I mean, my opinion, I wouldn't say mutual funds is the safest way. It'd be maybe more of annuity, because when I'm going to say annuity, they have bottom lines. Like say annuity might be like 3%, but they won't go below. If it goes below a certain percentage, they'll stop it. They'll cap it. You won't get any gains, but you won't get any losses. So annuities are the most safest way to invest, because they're, like I say, they cap it. You can make a certain amount, but you won't go below zero or whatever percentage that annuity has stated. So yeah, that's probably the safest way. Mutual funds, that's a little bit more risk because it's really tied to, like say, the stocks and everything. So there's a little bit more risk when you deal with mutual funds than an annuity.
And Annette, were you afraid when you started? When you heard all of this, were you afraid, or did you just jump in?
Not really afraid, being that I gamble. So, but I could say for my husband, after he heard Jared speaking with me, and he's not a gambler because we don't need two crazies, in the household. So yeah, after he heard Jared speak with me, and my sons came over, and they are 27 and 30, and Jared spoke with them, and they are both on disability and only get like $700 a month. My son was like, "Ma, I'm coming in, and I'm going in at 500, and I thought that was great. I thought that was great because them being younger and saw what he was telling us. It made me think that I know that I've done something right with them, that they looked and saw the picture and wanted to get in, And every week, like my son is like eager and itching and trying to save more to put in, because they look forward to Compound Fridays, probably about 6 a.m, that they've already compounded, because that's how excited they are that it's working.
We call it Compound Friday.
And it's really working. And so it's nothing that I'm trying to sell nobody, because I don't reap anything from it. But again, I'm proud that my son really got in it. And I wish I could put my 15-year-old granddaughter in it. And I can't right now, but that's okay. I'm investing enough for her that when she gets that age, I can take an amount out and give to her that I thought that amount would have made, so that she can start from that point.
So you have to be 18 to get into it, is what you're saying?
No.
No.
The one that I'm in,
Oh,
yes,
in our
he can't
platform.
be
In our
15.
Yeah, platform, yeah.
Oh, you must
In our platform, yes, you have to be 18.
He can't be 15.
Y'all must
Right.
be in the mature audience platform. 18 and over.
Well,
Don't follow the joke. Follow the joke lines first, all right? That's what y'all got to do. Follow the lines, and then you can understand. You can laugh with me, all right? Annette. Anyway, so there, have you guys run up on anybody that you've heard talking about financially getting fit and just can blow holes in everything that they're saying, and you don't do it, but you know you can blow holes in everything that they're saying?
Well, I know Jared probably have because every day he runs into somebody that gives him a challenge, and next thing you know, they're on the team. So I know that he has for certain, and I can say that my cousin. Go ahead, Jared.
No, go ahead, Nat. You good? Finish your thought.
No, I could say that my cousin called me the other day. He was visiting in Florida. He lives around the corner from me, and he was like, "Hey, I had a meeting with my mentee because he has a university and teaches a whole bunch of stuff about financial freedom." And he was like, "My mentees, his mentees are rich, and they was telling him about this compounding Friday and whatever." And he was like, "I'm calling you because I think it's Novatech." And then when he put I'm sorry, I said the word. Anyway, but when he put her on the phone, it was the same business. Well, it is. And it was the same business. So, and like I told her, she's way wealthier than I am, but, I'm still proud of what I put in it and what it's gaining. And she had only been in a week, so she was happy with it. Yeah. But go ahead, Jerry.
And no, just to offer what Greg said, when people talk about getting financially fit, or really when they actually come with questions as far as what I do or how we do things, I like when we talked about doing your due diligence a lot, right? So that's what I did at the beginning. Like literally, I don't really think I know too much more than after my first 2 weeks, because for me, I'm a very humble person, but I pride myself in being the smartest man in the room when it comes to my craft. Just like if a barber, you need to master your craft. A stylist needs to master a craft. An engineer needs to master his craft. So for me, if I say this is what I'm going to do, I actually just learned all the information up front. So then when people come to me with questions, I'll be able to answer it. And if I don't know them, I'm going to make sure I get that answer. I'm not going to just tell them anything. I'm going to make sure I say, hey, that's a good question. Let me check and I'll get back with you maybe the next day or two. But outside of that, I pretty much master my craft. And that's why when I talk to people about what we're doing, they just come in. It's just that way. I'm humbly speaking, but I've mastered my craft, and that's all it is.
And in the family, bro. What about you, Roland?
Yeah, I'm sorry, we kind of got off with that. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, basically, when you run into people that are talking that game, okay, and you know they wrong. You can blow holes in it. What do you say?
Well, unfortunately, I haven't run into anybody like that in real life. I've seen a lot of them, all over YouTube. It's like sometimes I just make bother to waste my time with them. I know they're a bunch of frauds. They're going to end up losing people a whole lot of money. And I really don't understand, if you're that good at something, why stop?
Right. That makes sense. What was you going to say? Somebody was going to say something. I missed it. I'm sorry. Was it you, Jared? Was it you, Annette? Was it you, Chris? I'm sorry, the chairman. My bad.
Hi, Felisa.
The chairman.
Hey.
So okay, great. So I lost my train of thought, but you guys have definitely shown me, and Annette, you got me now. Okay, have shown me the way, because it's not a question of having money. Okay, I'm cool with the money. Okay, it's a question of sustaining well, making sure that I'm financially fit as far as, and I can only speak for myself. Okay, I want to make sure that my money grows. I'm a gym shoe Jared. I'm a gym shoe fanatic. Okay,
yeah.
I buy a pair of gym shoes every week, just about. Okay, but and to me that's small. A lot of people don't understand it don't have the concept though. They're spending money, but once you spend that money, it's gone, you know, and you don't have, you're not making anything else from that money that you just spent, you know.
Right.
So I want to make sure that everybody understands, and individually, man, because we got to go in about 10 minutes. What are the give me 5 steps for people to get started. Just get ready to go and jump into this, okay? And again, as Annette keeps saying, you guys get nothing from this. I understand that, all right? Because a lot of people, the first thing people think about when these money, I'll call them money making schemes come up, it's a pyramid. It's a pyramid thing, all right? You know, the person that's above me gets this, the person above me. In your professions, in what you do, I should say, is there anyone above you? Or is there anyone, you know,
Well,
do you report to
yeah,
someone?
absolutely. Well, here's the thing, and you specifically talking about our platform, obviously. So, yes, in the gentleman who actually, the only way you can actually come into the company and the platform, so you have to actually been invited, you know, by someone else. Just like, you know, so there's a gentleman who actually introduced this to me, and however, yes, he does get a percentage as my
platform.
Huh?
It's his platform.
What'd
right?
you say?
It's his
No,
platform.
it's not his platform.
It's not his platform.
No. There's a company that does this. However, the gentleman who he was already part of the company, he's actually introduced it to me, and that's how I actually became an investor. You know, but the cool thing about it is not. I was looking for. I've been in so many different things, like you mentioned, MLMs, multi-level marketing. I've been a part of them. Some didn't do so well. Some I've made quite a bit of money in. Right. However, the thing about with like those type of platforms is that maybe me and my mentor was we was doing really well, but the team was not winning. When I look at this platform, they're not an MLM. This is an investment company. So what I love about it is that if you invest your money, you're going to win. However, if you decide to invest and share it with people, you're just going to win faster. So everyone will win. And I'm going to say it again. In this platform, everyone wins. And that's the beautiful thing about it.
Roland?
Yeah, I don't know if I have like 5 steps, but I'll just say this. Number one, like understand your budget. Like you should know what's coming in, you should know what's going out first. And number two, just get out of debt. Period. I don't care if it's mortgage, credit cards, student loans, like get rid of it because it basically, eats away at your wealth. And I would say number three, have some financial goals that you want to achieve, say within the next 5 years to 10 years or 15 plus years. And then number four and the last, like ask for advice. Like if you're not sure, like there are plenty of versatile investment advisors that can give you advice. So like don't be afraid to ask for it. And then number five, like just get started, period. Like whether it's a brokerage account, like there are plenty of robo-advisors out there, plenty of brokerage accounts, plenty of apps that can really help you get started with investing. And though it may be small, but if you really want to see like that growth, you got to put in more. And then yes, you're gonna have to take some risks. So those are the 5 steps I would say.
No risk, no reward. And then you got something for us?
No, I agree with Roland.
Chairman, because you do this all the time. Give us some stuff.
Only thing I invest in is in property and gold. That's all. That's all I invest. That's all I put my money into, bro. Nothing else.
Ooh, gold. It's high now.
I have properties too. I got 14 of them. I still do it. I'm trying to find a short-term rental right now that I want built in Florida. So I do that too.
Yep, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
All of these wealthy, financially fit people. I love it, man. Okay. I'm so glad we had this conversation because there's a lot of people out there, especially our people, who just don't understand. They think they're doing it, but they're not. And it comes down to the fact where a lot of these younger people, they in order to get their financial fitness, they go sell drugs. They go out to the street and they sell drugs, okay? And they think that's going to sustain them, but it's not. All right. How do you get these younger people? How do you hold their interest? And Annette, you said your people, your kids are doing it. How did you get their interest?
Well, Jared was coming over at a specific time to sign me up, and I wanted them to really hear about it. And my son tells me all the time that he wants to do what I do, which is real estate. But I know that he don't have the funds, being that on disability, that he would never be able to afford to do that on $700 a month. And not only that, he only gets $700 a month. They take child support out of it, and people think like they can't do it, and they can. They take 200 of his 7, which leaves him 5. So when he told me that he was going to put all of his stuff in there, keep trying to use Wi-Fi. I was like, that's beautiful that it caught his attention, and I was glad, because being a young black man, like you said, he's not, going out to the streets and trying to do it. So I was glad that Jared came over and talked to him, and he saw the picture, and he wanted to do it. It's not like I forced him to do it. They wanted to do it. And as I said, about 6 o'clock on Friday, when I checked their accounts, they've already compounded. So I'm like, wow, they already did it already at like 6 in the morning. Yeah.
Compound
So
Friday.
they look forward to it. So, and I love it because it's really working for them. So
Is that
I
money
do take some of my.
Is that money taxable?
Sure it is when you take it out. Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be, but because I'm not taking mine out till I get to that level. I want to keep on doing what I'm doing until I.
What level are you
I don't
talking
punch a clock. Who is that?
I said, what level?
Hey, I want to be like so free. You know what I'm saying? I'm already free enough, but right now my husband is not free because he feel like he got his time in the mill, and he wants these 6 more years. But really, in about, I believe, 3 years, that I will be there already. You know what I mean? Being in this particular company, I will be there already in 3 years, and he will too, and my sons will, if everything keeps going the way it's going. So we will be there in 3 years, but he wanted, since he have all these years invested in the mill, that he wants to, finish it out. So he has 6 more years. So, but I have rental properties and stuff like that. So I don't, and home daycares and all that. So I don't punch the clock, thank God, because I like getting up when I want to get up.
Talking. Yes. Hey, I want to thank you guys for coming on and sharing your wisdom, your knowledge with us about financially getting fit. Is there anything, last words you guys want to say?
Okay.
I'll just say this, with everything that we talked about.
We'll do it anyway.
Everything that we talked about, everyone who's looking to invest should, like everyone on the panel said, research, be willing to take the risk. It's just like if you loan out money. My mother always told me, if you loan out money, you loan it out with the expectation you're not going to get it back.
Not getting it back. That's right.
Disposable money, that's what you're investing, not your rent, not your mortgage, not your car note, but that disposable money. And everybody has disposable money. So, investment is lots of things to invest in: real estate, gold, silver, stocks, for all of this, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. You have to find your own niche. You can't follow the next person. You have to find your own niche.
Cool. Guess, you guys have any last words? My guests, Jared, Roland, Annette, you guys have any last words? Chairman.
I don't really have any last words, but I'll say that I think it was Jay. You said a lady had a $40 million house in Mexico.
Puerto Rico. I think it's Puerto Rico, not Mexico. Puerto Rico.
Is her name Terry?
I believe her name is Terry. Yeah, she does a lot. She be on a lot of different people's YouTube channels and stuff, talking about certain things and everything. Yeah.
I don't know. Roland got a look. What's that look, Roland?
Yeah, because I actually saw a video on YouTube about that house. She actually rented that house. Like, you really can't fake real estate. It's all public records. And just so you guys know, a certified actual planner did that.
Even if she rented, she got the money to go ahead and rent it from some type of way. That's what I'm looking at. Even if you rented it, even if you got it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can't say. Yeah, but you can't say I own it, but then you rented it. That's basically lying.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Rolling on it.
Go ahead on Financial Buster.
On it.
People have to be careful out here, though, when they're investing their money and looking for ways to invest.
And just listening to things that people are saying, because anybody can get on internet and, and say anything to try to get you to, buy things or follow them and things like that. Yeah.
Final word, Jared.
You gotta be careful.
Well, I think the last thing I want to say is for those who want to really get financially fit, you have to find a way to make money while you're sleeping, or you'll forever be working for your money.
Residual.
You really want to get financially fit. Residual income. Exactly.
That's what's up. Okay. Hey, we have been talking with some very inspirational people talking about getting financially fit, making sure that you are ready in the 2022 and beyond. You got to be financially fit, because you can't go out there broken naked. You know what I mean? You got to have some plans, some goals. All right. And we thank you guys for coming on and sharing that with us. Thank you guys.
Wait,
love you, nephew.
One last thing, Greg. When are we meeting? When are we meeting, Greg?
This is DopelivenTV live.
We are live.
Annette, I got you. I promise you.
Okay. All right.
Peace. Everybody heard that too. Gina heard it. Marcella heard it.
So the next meeting, I will tell you. He'll tell you how it's working for him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be at the next meeting, but
no, I'm talking about right here.
Oh no,
I'm gonna tell y'all one thing about Greg. It's different when we go off air. He's saying yeah right now.
Yeah.
My big brother, he taught me how to do that.
Yeah.
Well, see, the bad part about this right now is that Jared's my cousin. Okay, I'm gonna see him regardless.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I'm gonna see him. So he doesn't push it towards me. Okay, if I ask the question, he'll tell me, and that's it. He don't push it. Okay,
yeah.
And that's what
that's the way it always is, though. You know what I'm saying? The thing about it is. And you know I'm the same way. If you do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. You can't say I didn't tell.
Yeah, I don't like being sold.
I'm gonna make Greg do it though.
Yeah.
I'm making Greg do it.
Hey, I'm gonna make you do it.
You all do know that
I'm gonna make it.
This is DopelivenTV live. Okay, we thank you guys for watching. Okay, everybody that listened. Tomorrow we got the spoken word thing going on. Okay, so y'all tune in tomorrow too. Until tomorrow, hey man, y'all see everybody here. Thank you guys again.
Peace.
See you guys. All right.
Thanks for coming.
Take care.
Dope living.